My name's Steven, aka the Lone Star Maker. And with me, as always, is Geru, aka the Lone Star Supervisor. Say hello. You don't want a treat? Okay. Today, we're going to watch me make this. It's just a cheap little birdhouse kit on Amazon. It's about $15. Not too bad. You can make it yourself. Let me show you how. So I'm unboxing everything here. I like to take everything out of the box and set it out on the table and just make it kind of pretty so I know where everything is. That's probably crap over there. And this cellophane is a little hard to get open, but that's alright. Those are the two parts of the roof. That one should be that way. And then the back, and the sides, the bottom, nails, the front and back. And that looks pretty right there. And that should go there and here. And there's something on there. There we go. Nails and screws and hanger and then the pegs. Alright, here's everything you're gonna need. This is crap. But we'll need some safety glasses, a hammer, and pretty much every clamp in Lowe's, and some tight bond glue. And since I'm a dad, I have to make sure all the clamps work. And this is some sanding. I sped this up because, you know, why wouldn't you? There's just a little bit of raised grain, so I was sanding it down. Then open the bottle of glue first, apparently, and then a little dab of glue on the stand. And there's the perch. I'm gonna wipe this on something on the floor there. And then take a clamp and clamp it in for, I left it for about 20 minutes, which is probably not long enough, but you know, it's a birdhouse, right? And then all the holes are pre-drilled, and except for on the receiving piece. Some of this is out of frame, sorry about that. So you just hammer the nails into the adjoining piece. And I realized pretty quickly that using a folding table is not a great idea. You'll see later that I switched that around. And then I did the front to the bottom, and then the back. Sorry, it's off frame there. I promised to do a better job on that next time. And I realized that some of the screws were going to be some of the nails were going to be in the way of other nails, so I had to put the sides on first before the back of it. And then this is me trying to figure out how nails work. There we go. And so using the edge of the table made it a little bit more sturdy. So I was able to hammer it with not too many problems. And then hammer the nails on the other side as well. And then just doing the same thing on the other side, nailing those in. And I know that's not level right now, but when I put the back on, it will be. It'll be flush with the back of the other two. And it's me trying to figure out how nails work again. And that's when I realized that the screws for the bottom going into the back were going to be in the way if I had started those first. So I went ahead and did the back first, and then set it off the edge of the table so that the perch was off the edge of the table so that I didn't snap that off, because that's another problem I don't want. And finally add the other two screws for the back. And then just hammer those in real quick. And everything bounced around while I was trying to hammer on a flimsy little folding table. And then a couple more nails on the bottom. And then this is just trying to figure out how the bottom lines up, or excuse me, how the roof lines up. And screwing in the hooks. The chain for suspending the birdhouse will go on these hooks a little bit later. You'll see that. And then this took way too long because apparently using 2 screws is too hard for one person to do at one time. And then I realized that put some downward force on it a little bit, and then the screw threads started threading in. And I left both of the screw-in hooks facing outward. I don't know why, it was just something I figured I would do, because why not, right? And making sure everything lines up. And you'll see here that I put the second half of the roof on upside down, and I'll realize that in about 2 minutes. And you want both of those cutouts in the roof to be a straight hole through down into where the screws are, so that you can feed the chain through later to suspend the birdhouse from. And there I go. And a little dab of glue across there. I'm sure I'm going to hear about spreading glue with my fingers later from somebody. And wipe that glue on the floor somewhere. I'm sure my wife will find that later and ask me what's going on. And just feed the nails through so I make sure that they line up. You can see here it's still upside down on one side, but I'll correct that shortly. And then I realized that using the flimsy table was not really great, and use the floor and just nail it in. You'll see that I will have corrected the angle of the roof in the next clip. I used 3 clamps here, and that's probably way too many, but I had nothing else to do at that particular time because we're in a lockdown, so not to mention smacking things on my way. And then take all the clamps off after about 20 minutes, which again is not long enough, but I had nothing better to do. So, and then feed the chain through on both sides, and then the chain just hooks on there eventually. There you go. And then the roof just slides down on over it. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can order your own kit. It looks just like this. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button, and feel free to subscribe if you'd like. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time.